One of the biggest downfalls of multiplayer FPS games is that they all follow the same formula, with limited ways to play. Sure, there's some differences like in abilities and gunplay, but most of them all do the same thing. Point, aim, shoot, team deathmatch / game of the hill, and battle royale. You are stuck playing the same gameplay loop hundreds and thousands of times. It's no wonder why people get bored and sick of their favorite shooters. But there is one game that's different in the sense that there is far more for you to do than just the same old boring modes. That game is Destiny 2. Destiny falls into the genre of a looter shooter / MMO and offers you a lot of things to do in multiplayer environments besides just TDM over and over again. Over and over again. Now, don't get me wrong, Destiny is far from perfect and has its own set of problems, but really what I'm referring to is the concept of an FPS MMO game as a whole. The idea of this genre of game is that you build up your character, customize the way you look, the way you play, then take that into endgame content, whether it be against players or giant bosses, and yes, that's right, in Destiny you can do dungeons and raids together with your homies to get rewards. Oh, shit. Which you can then take into PvP to kill people with. Not only that, but there is truly an insane amount of customization. You can make hundreds of different builds to experiment and play with rather than just always using the same old meta hero or legend 1,000 times over and over again. You are the one that is in control of how you actually get to play the game. For example, you can choose a number of different armor pieces, right? Each piece has a set of stats, and on each piece of armor, there's also mods that you can attach, which each one can have a significant effect on the way your abilities and weapons work. You also have the ability to wear one piece of exotic armor and equip one exotic weapon. These exotics have special effects that can significantly change the way that you play your class. Different combinations can make for massively different playstyles, and there is always room for experimenting. But most importantly, this type of game does one thing better than any FPS game on the market, and that's rewards. You get loot and pieces of armor, which you can use to change the look of your character and literally make your own skins. You can change the color and earn even more color schemes through looting chests and completing activities. Every step of the way, you are rewarded for playing, even when you're not killing other players. Compared to most FPS games nowadays, where all you get is a badge saying your rank and maybe a weapon charm. Compare that to MMOs, where you not only get a title, but you can also earn special skins that only top players can get, or you don't even have to do that. You can get other skins in other ways. You don't have to be the top player to get other types of rewards as well. Granted, they may not be as dope or as flexing, but you know, the ability to customize and make your own skins, come on, it doesn't get any better than that. And on top of that, you tend to get insane mount skins that you can use to run around the world on. The reward system of an MMO is significantly better than an FPS game, and is far more likely that you will enjoy passing moments of the game regardless of how you like to play. This also helps alleviate the problem of satisfying only pros and satisfying only casuals, helping to bridge that gap and satisfy both. Which brings us to the question, why don't more FPS games do this? Well, the answer is simple. The classic formula of a hero, arena shooter, or battle royale is significantly easier and cheaper to make. It's a formula that has proven to work, and these AAA companies only have one goal, and that is to make a game that has as little risk as possible and that brings as much money as possible with as little work as possible. It's honestly a shame, and I wish more games nowadays would put more focus on creating new, innovative, and fun ways to play the game that rewards the player, rather than new skins for you to just spend money on. But fundamentally, there is another problem with FPS games, and that problem directly correlates with why they are so boring. So if you want to know why this is the case and how we can fix it, click this video here. Okay, love you, bye.